is that you're married and you've got children and everything like that?
I have, I'm married to my wife Sarah, and I have a stepdaughter, and I'm the legal guardian of my niece Hannah May.
Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Boys Can Play with Dolls. Do you like my hat? I had to put it on because my hair is a complete and utter mess because I haven't had a chance to wash it and dry it yet. So this is why we've got Pikachu. Anyway guys, so this next guest is called James. He is a stay-at-home dad, and he is the first person on our live who is actually a straight doll collector. Now I say that because, you know, there's so much stigma. If you collect dolls, you have to be gay, you know, and I put it out there so many times that you don't have to be gay, and there are loads of straight collectors out there. So this is his interview.
All right, my name is James Sangao. I live in Napa, California right now.
Oh, awesome. I really want to go to California. That is on my list of places to visit because I'm desperate to go to the Disney World there, the Disneyland there. So that's my next call of where I'm definitely going to be heading. So super excited for that. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel, TikTok and stuff, then you'll know that I get lots of people say that if you're a doll collector, you have to be gay, which clearly is untrue because you're straight, and I know a few other straight people also who collect dolls. So this is really good that there's a bit of diversity and you're on my program as well. So but that is something that is always talked about. Don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I know it's a stereotype, and a lot of people thought I was gay for a long time, but I was never gay.
No, that's awesome. Anyway, James, so let's start some of our questions, okay? So when did you know you wanted to collect dolls?
I've been collecting dolls since birth. There's a funny story. I don't remember this too much, but apparently my mom told me the story. Apparently when I was a little toddler, I would like push a doll in a stroller in my apartment complex, and this guy found me, and he came to my mom and he's like, "Is this your little girl?" And she said yes. So I've been collecting dolls since I was a little boy. Ever since birth, I've always loved dolls.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's I am 100% relate to you because my story's the same. I actually thought everyone's was the same, but apparently not. People have got into dolls at a later life, which I found really interesting. So yeah, no, that's cool. James, what was the first doll you ever had? Can you remember?
No, I don't remember. I remember there was dolls that were really sentimental to me. Like there was a the Barbie Princess Aurora, the bride of her.
Oh, okay.
One of the So that was a really special doll. That's probably one of the first ones that I really liked. And then I had the color changing mermaid Barbie that I always put in the bathtub. And then there was another doll that was really special. It was expensive. My mom had ended up making payments on it. It was the Franklin Mint vinyl portrait Scarlett O'Hara doll.
Oh, wow.
And that was a really special doll for me. My 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 ex stepmom was like, "That's not a children's toy," and I was like, "Well, then why does it come with different outfits?" And then she ended up thanking my mom later for buying it for me because it helped me get through a depression. My parents were separated when my mom was pregnant with me, and so the doll kind of I guess I liked it because it looked like my mom, but
Wow.
the doll definitely got me through a depression living with my dad. I always wanted to live with my mom when I was younger.
Right. Oh, that's amazing. I've heard that dolls really do help people with, you know, getting through rough times, you know, like you said, yourself, depression, and someone else has said the same thing. So, you know, they definitely bring out something for us, you know, something positive. Yeah. Okay, James, so let's have a look. So, do you remember your first ever doll line? Yeah. And what do you like most about the doll collecting hobby?
Well, I guess my first ever doll line would just be just the Barbies from the
Hmm.
90s. I just got
Yeah.
Barbies in the 90s, but what did you say that the second part was? What about hobbies?
And what do you like most about doll collecting?
Oh, I like how well currently I like how I get to play with them. I like dolls that do things. I still find joy in playing with them by myself if they actually do something, like if I could style their hair or if they like are color change or something.
Yeah.
I just think they look really pretty, and I actually decorated my house with them.
Oh, really?
Like play, yeah, right.
That's
Currently in
awesome.
my house, and I like playing with my stepdaughter. She loves my dolls,
Oh, wow.
so that's really nice. Yeah, but I just like how they look really pretty, and they just they bring me joy
Yeah.
to. I particularly so one of the reasons why I like dolls is because I like they're women and they're girls sometimes for the majority, and they just represent people, and I really like girls.
Yeah.
I love women. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Obviously I'm gay, so obviously I like men for that reason, but I'm with you on the topic of I love women. I think women are really empowering. And I love beauty, and I love, I do think women represent beauty. Obviously men do as well. But yeah, no, I agree. I love the fact that my dolls in particular as well are all very pretty. I know some people like different types of dolls, like Living Dead dolls, Chucky dolls, which is all good. I'm keen for anything. But my personal collection is like, yes, I love dolls to be pretty, because it's just kind of what they were made for.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. James, so next question. So this is going to be a perfect question for you. So what is your experience with your family and friends with your hobby?
Oh, well, let's see. My eldest sister Melody got me into dolls when I was growing up, and it's the funny story. She's the only one that makes fun of me, and she's the one who
Oh,
got me into. But yeah, my family doesn't care. They think it's fine. Most of the time, they people who know that I like dolls, they either think it's really cool or they don't care.
right.
Um, but yeah, when I did show my dolls on YouTube a few times, and I did get a lot of hate. Like people
Mm,
were like saying, "Oh, you're so gay," and you're in
mm.
denial. And I'm like, no.
Oh my God.
Like I think I would know if I'm gay by this
Yeah.
age. But yeah, my family they think it's fine. My sister buys me dolls for my birthday. My dad never really understood, and he's from Thailand, so he doesn't really like that idea that I was into dolls. But the
Hmm.
good news is he didn't take them away. When I lived with him, he
Oh,
never
that's
took
good.
my dolls away, and he never lectured me about getting rid of them or anything. He just didn't like
Hmm.
them, but like I still played dolls with my stepsister at his house, so he never really lectured me about it. He just and then currently I think he stopped giving me birthday money because he knew that I would buy dolls with the money. So, but yeah, everybody else they think it's fine. Like I think one time I brought my dolls to a family reunion and they thought it was fine. And then currently I think he stopped giving me birthday money because he knew that I would buy dolls with the money. So, but yeah, everybody else they think it's fine. Like I think one time I brought my dolls to a family reunion and they thought it was fine. They didn't care. They didn't mind. But
No.
yeah,
Oh, that's
my family's pretty supportive of my
yeah.
dolls.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good to know. And the fact you said you've got a stepdaughter living with you, right? And was the
Yeah.
other one your daughter, did you say?
No, she's my niece, but I'm her
Niece,
guardian.
sorry. Yes, niece. The fact that you've got those two living with you, I bet like they think it's fantastic that you've got these dolls everywhere, and they can look at them, or are they allowed to touch them?
Oh yeah, they play with them.
They
I like
do.
to play with them. Yeah, and
Oh,
I
that's really
like
good.
I like to have little girls in the house to play with them.
Yeah, that's awesome. But what does your wife think? You've not said. I'd love to know that question.
Oh yeah.
Answer.
My wife was fine with it. She said that she'd rather me be into dolls than video games. So
Oh, really?
yeah, she likes it's fine. She likes how my dolls bring beauty to the house,
Oh,
and
nice.
she likes baby dolls personally for herself, but she just says as long as you keep the house clean and organized. I'm a stay-at-home dad, so I clean the house, and then she just says as long as it's not messy everywhere and as long as you have a place to put stuff. My wife has bought me several dolls for like gifts and like special occasions like anniversary and stuff. So my wife likes my dolls.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much for sharing all that with us.
Um,
Up to the
the
next
first time
question.
I ever showed my dolls publicly, because when I was growing up, I used to be really insecure about showing that I have dolls to
Mm,
people in public, and so no one really knew I liked dolls until I was like 17. I would keep it a secret, and I was so insecure I didn't even want my the landlord to know that I had dolls in my bedroom. Um,
right.
and and then finally, when I was in cosmetology school, I brought like one doll, and he was wearing the same outfit. He was a Ken doll, and it was like it was a groom doll, so he resembled me, and I thought it was kind of fun. But then I took a picture and put it on Facebook, and this girl that I knew, she was like, "Wow, you're so brave to do that. That's cool that you like dolls." I'm like, "Whoa!" It was just an epiphany that I don't have to be ashamed of them,
Mm,
and because people either think it's cool or they don't care. And now that we
yeah.
live in a modern world, people can be whatever they want to be. And ever since then, I've been posting my dolls public. I don't really do pictures anymore
Hmm.
and post them, but I still like them. And then
Hmm.
whoever comes to our house, I do admit that the dolls are mine. They would assume that they're my daughter's dolls, but I tell them that they're mine, and so I'm totally fine with that.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
but
And
people,
I'm so like supportive of, you should never be embarrassed for something you love and you got passion for, and I totally know what you went through, like, because I was the same. I got to a certain age, I don't know, when I was about 11, 12, 13, and I was embarrassed to say they were mine. I was embarrassed to go to the kiosks, to pay for them even, and my mum I'd give them to my mum. Can you pay for it? You do it. And she'd be like, why don't you do it? Even though now I think about it, I probably didn't have the money. So I think she was trying to make a point of saying, don't be ashamed, go and pay for it, but without saying that. So she's like, why don't you do it? And I was like, I don't want to, and then it was kind of just left as that. But no, I do totally, understand where you're coming from with that. Um, so
my
next,
mom, sorry, one more
it's all
thing.
right.
I totally relate to that. I was scared when I was a kid. I was scared to go in the doll section. I really wanted to I would like glance back and forth walking down the aisle, but I was
Right.
scared to like have anyone see me in the doll aisle. But that was the
Yeah.
one place I wanted to be the most. And I had the same thing where I actually I didn't want to purchase them myself. I wanted my mom to be with me, and I want to say, oh, this is for somebody else, not for me. So I
Yeah.
think a lot of do that.
People have been through that. Yeah, no, definitely. It's quite sad, but you know. Yeah, so James, so let's move on to the next question. So which doll is your favorite in your collection?
Oh gosh.
And if yeah, you can bring them on. If funds were unlimited, so you had so many funds, what doll, past or present, would you buy?
See, my current favorite doll, I have so many, but I guess um the funny thing about my favorites is that they switch. They switch
Okay.
through.
Yeah,
Um
I get that.
like my like they rotate and I just keep finding joy in another doll that I have at a time. But I guess I can say the one that I have usually is the one that I sleep with, which is funny. My wife lets me sleep with some of my dolls, and the one that I'm sleeping with is it's the like the 17-inch bedtime Barbie. I don't know what it's called. Slumber time something.
Is
It's one of
she
the
a soft-bodied one?
yeah, it's the soft body one, the tall soft body one.
Yes, I know which one you. Is she vintage?
Yep, she's vintage. I have
Oh, I
another
know.
one that's not as vintage, but the one that's a soft time Barbie, I bought her for myself for Christmas a couple years ago from eBay, and I love that doll. I actually put a sound in her.
Oh wow.
Uh, so do you know the talking dolls, the ones that say like 1,000 things? You
Yeah.
know, so okay, so I have two of them. One of them is the white one, and I put her in one of my doll houses. I guess she's one of my favorite dolls, Barbie dolls that I have. And then the other one was I bought a black one, but then I decided I wanted to take the black body part and put it inside of the plush one. So that
Right.
I've done that with two of my dolls. I have two plush body ones that are like 17 inches. So I put so that one can have a sound in it. So she talks
Oh, that's
just like this
awesome.
one did. So now she has the black body inside of another. I just broke off the head and the arms and the legs and stuck it inside the soft body and sewed it up. And
Well,
then
that's awesome.
did
So
the
now she
same.
talks.
Yeah, so now she talks. And then I did the same thing to another doll where I don't know if you know the one they came out with the yoga Barbie. Or not, no, the one that's like made to move, and
Yes.
she says all these breathing exercises.
Yes. Yes. I know
I
which one
put
you
that
mean.
in another doll. So yeah. And then I put like a zipper so I could change the batteries.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. I love
And,
that. That's
yeah.
so cool. Does
And
she
then I
go
had
off at night?
no, she doesn't, because the
No.
button's not that easy to push, but I know where it is to push it.
Okay.
And I even put like glow in the dark paint on her eyes and her mouth and her
Right.
earrings.
Oh,
So
that's
she
so
glow in the
cool.
dark.
That's
Uh,
awesome. I had one as well. I bought her a couple years ago, and just because, and I sold her again, and then I always do that. I sell things and then regret it. But I had to obviously have her imported from America, and she was in a box, and yeah, she was so big as well, and she was very like 80s 90s sort of Barbie, and it was really cool. Did Oh yeah, and if funds were unlimited, what doll would you want?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that too much because usually I just buy what I want.
Yeah.
But see, I haven't really seen many dolls that I've seen. The last doll that I really wanted, I got it already. And it was the one that came out this year or early this year. It was the what's it called? The My First Barbie with the taller one that the plush.
Yes.
That was the most recent one that I really wanted. I wanted it when I first saw it online and ended up getting it for myself right away. But I paid a little bit more because I got it early.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, I
yeah,
like those dolls. They're
I haven't thought of any dolls that I wanted. Like I think there was a place that I wanted to get. There was two playsets I wanted to get of Polly Pocket, and one of they have the quick click is what they're called, and I
right.
got one that was a the quick click dressing room, and I got that, but I don't know if I want to get the limo that comes with it because apparently there's a limo that has quick click, so
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I haven't thought about it, but I'm sure
Hmm.
if I find a doll that I want, I would get it.
Yeah.
Luckily, uh, typically Barbie has been coming out with a lot of stuff that I don't really like nowadays. Like
Mm.
their fashionistas are kind of like their fashionistas are not very stylish for my taste.
Yeah.
But I went to Target recently, and they're finally starting to make dolls that I wouldn't mind getting.
Well, that's great. I love that. Yeah, awesome. Brilliant, James. Thank you. So I think we've kind of answered this question. So maybe elaborate on it a little bit. So
Okay.
how do you enjoy your dolls? Like dressing them, styling them, customizing, or are they just literally in your house on display and that's it? So for you to
No,
admire.
they're not on display.
Right.
I
Okay.
I enjoy them. Okay, so like for example, if I go to the thrift store and buy a doll, Um, that's like I probably my preference would be a doll from like the early 2000s or between 2000 or 2010s. I kind of have a routine. I posted this on the Dudes with Dolls page, and where like I have if I find a doll that I really like, I would just dress it up in the clothes and the shoes, and then if I want to go elaborate, I have a do you remember Barbie Fashion Fairy Tale? That sounds familiar, Fashion Fairy Tale, the movie that came out.
No, I don't remember that one.
So they have this wardrobe that glitterizes things. You put the doll in there and it glitterizes. I bought the wardrobe from eBay and I put the doll outfit on a stand and put it in the wardrobe and then I spray it with hairspray
Right.
and then I put the glitter on it and the hairspray makes the glitter stick to the dress and
Oh, okay.
then I blow dry it and then I might put some glitter, nail polish on the shoes or something and I have a whole like system and it's really fun.
Yeah.
And then also, let's see. So I, some of my dolls are put like in, like a little bin. I have a couple bins and a couple shelves or
Hmm.
drawers or something. I kind of sort my dolls where I have a place for the dolls that I like that do something. I have a place for dolls that I want to put on display in one house or another house. And then, but typically the main dolls that I play with now are the ones that are in the house in the living room. We have a big, huge it's the 2013 Dream House in our living room. It's just
Oh.
it's always on display, and all the dolls in there I play with myself because they all do something. They all have like either a color change or they talk or you could style their hair or something. So I
Hmm.
like to find use for my dolls. I always take my dolls out of the box. I don't keep them in the box.
Hmm.
And I like to play with them and or I just like to like dress them up in a different outfit or something. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, James. Thank you. So you said you used to photograph your dolls. So have you ever photographed your dolls in public? And if so, what kind of feedback have you had when you've been out?
Um I photograph my dolls for Facebook and that's the most public I've gone.
Hmm.
And I put them on YouTube. YouTube I think some of my YouTube channels get lots of views and I think that's the reason why people are subscribed to me is because of my doll collection. But
Yeah.
I don't post anymore. On Facebook, I haven't really gotten much feedback at all, because my friends don't really like care
Mm.
that I have, and they just like don't even say anything about it. And then on YouTube, some people like them. Not many comments. I don't really get any comments. Some people, they do get a lot of views though.
Yeah.
Uh, they get views because people like to
Hmm.
look at dolls, but
Hmm.
I'm not really like open about showing them nowadays. The only people that really find out that I like dolls. Also, I moved to Napa when I got married, so all my old like friends and people that I lived before. I used to live in Union City and Dublin,
Right.
and um, those the people from where I used to live, they didn't really care that much for my dolls.
Hmm.
And then I moved to Napa, and the only people that know that I have dolls are people that come to my house.
Right.
And so I don't. I think the last time I was public with posting them was when I used a filter on it. There was a filter where you can make your like there's an app where you make your whoever you take a picture and it makes a beautiful smile or something. And I took
Yeah.
that for Instagram, but I haven't gotten any comments or likes or anything. And I posted them on some Barbie pages, and they like them, but
Mm.
yeah, I just not much going on with sharing them anymore.
Right. That's fair enough. It's always good as well to have a break and always come back to it, when you're ready to do that. Yeah. So this next question is, was you ever bullied for collecting dolls? And if so, do you ever remember your worst experience from it?
No, I don't think I was ever bullied for collecting dolls. Maybe I
Hmm.
was bullied for being gay for having dolls,
Right.
but
Right. Yeah.
But I don't think I was ever bullied. I think the worst experience I've had was it wasn't even dolls. Like I had a dollhouse that was like it was like a little what are they called? Those Fisher Price dolls, the little doll.
Yes.
So
Yes, I remember those.
I had a dollhouse in my house in Willits, and I had people come over for a birthday party, and the house wasn't even for dolls. I was using it for my Beanie Babies.
Right.
And there was a guy, he wasn't really bullying me. He just kind of said, "That's so weird that you have a dollhouse. It's so weird," or
Mm.
something. But yeah, the only bullying I ever got was from my sister who got me into them.
Who got
She's the
you
only
into them in the first place?
got me into them, and she's saying that she would be like, oh, this you're like, oh, and then when I got married to my wife, she's like, oh my gosh, you actually proved to everybody that you're straight. And I'm, and I'm like, well, duh, I've never been gay, so I'm straight. Yeah.
It's funny how people just they just presume that because we're doll collectors everyone's gay in the community, they must be. I mean, don't get me wrong, majority are, of what I've
Mhm.
spoken to, but
Yeah.
I know a couple, that there are the odd one or two, like I said, it's more rarer and stuff like that. But there's YouTubers, Disney Dad, he does all the Disney dolls and stuff like that, and he's got children and stuff, so it is just, again, a stigma, isn't it, with the doll collecting thing. So yeah, but people are gonna pick on anything they can about anybody these days just because it makes them feel better.
Yeah, when I was on YouTube, I got a picture of a song that I sang on YouTube, and the picture was of me kissing my wife, and that
Mhm.
picture got a lot of views because people were like, "Oh my gosh, she's not gay." Like it was a
Right.
big deal.
Big
All my
deal.
YouTube followers that I proved that I'm not gay. Also, they wanted to say I was gay because I'm also divorced. I had a
Mm.
previous wife before this, and they're
Right.
like, "Oh,
Right.
you're divorced because you're gay," and I'm like, "No."
No, just didn't work out.
Yeah, so but yeah, I'm happily married to my wife now, and I'm so like I'm grateful that she supports my dolls
Supports
and
your hobby.
supports my hobby. She buys me dolls herself, and
That's
so
awesome. Oh, brilliant. Now I like this question. And I reckon you might be able to find something. So, what's your most strangest thing in your collection?
strangest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I have some things. Okay, so have you heard of Diva Stars? You heard of
Yeah.
Diva Stars?
Yeah.
They're like the human version, the doll version of Furbies.
Yes, I had a Diva Star when I was younger. I think I had Nikki, the
I
brunette.
have I have Summer, the redhead, and I
Yeah.
have the other girl. I forgot I haven't played with her in forever. The blonde girl. The blonde girl I got from Savers, and then I actually fell in love with that doll. She's so funny looking, and
Hmm.
unfortunately her eyelashes fell out, so I had to draw on
Oh
some
no.
eyeliner.
And does she
So
look even weirder without eyelashes now?
I guess so. But she looks like a vintage Furby doll. Like she's
Yeah.
funny. But I did have another doll I had another doll that was so strange that it scared my sister.
Mm.
Um it's the Mycene one that makes faces.
Oh yes, I've seen that. I've never had it, and I have
I've had
seen that.
two of
But
them.
what were they
I have two.
thinking? I mean, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well, I liked it. When they first came out, I really wanted one, so I got like Chelsea, but I don't have that
Yeah.
one anymore. So I wanted
Right.
another one, and I got the Barbie version of it, and I think they're fun. It's fun, but
Yeah. They do
it's
look
not
a
the
bit
fun
fun.
but it is pretty strange.
Yeah. No, they're definitely two strange brands. So thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. But yeah, I love my Diva Star. Okay, Jane. So as well, lastly, the last thing is, have you got anything you'd like to add to the interview? Anything to like other male collectors? Any tips, advice, anything like that?
Sure. Let's see. Yeah, I would just say whatever you're into, just own it, and
Mhm.
don't worry about the haters.
Yeah.
Peace world is so accepting nowadays that people don't really care. Like, if there was another person that was into dolls, and or someone like me who's straight, and or just someone who
Mm,
doesn't who gets bullied,
yeah.
I would probably suggest, if you're a little boy kid, like, I would probably, you may not want to bring your dolls to school,
Mm,
because that might cause some things. But I do know the world is changing nowadays and people are more accepting. And if there's anyone like me, I would just say, um, people either don't care or they think it's cool. Because
mm,
there's so many things that I watched um, where people support your hobby, whatever you're into. It's just love it and own it. And like, just like anything, like if someone's into drag or something, just own
yeah.
it
Yeah,
and just
definitely.
do what makes you happy. Is the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
I can, and
Thank you
I
very much, James.
and I can give you some feedback. Thank you for interviewing me. And this is the first time I've ever talked like fully in depth about my dolls. I appreciate you reaching out on Dudes with Dolls, and I'm glad you can interview. You did a good job.
Thank you very much. I've never done interviews before, so this is the first time. I usually have people interview me, so about my music or something, or about my dolls, but not me the other way around. And it was something I really wanted to do, just to spread awareness again. And I wanted to meet other male doll collectors, like face to face, and like hear their backstory. So that's why I done it.
That's cool. You did a good job.
Thank you very much, James. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking part in this interview. Let's keep in contact.
All right, yeah, I'll keep in
Boys
contact.
can play with dolls too. Dun, 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 dun.